Let me explain another example 3. So in this question we have the two figures are given, which is isosceles prism. Okay, it's written over here, isosceles right angle prism A and B, and the light rays incident on the prism A are shown in the figure. So we have to complete the ray diagram for A. So obviously if this is isosceles triangle prism, right angle prism, then this is 90 degree, and this is 45 degree, and this is 45 degree. Okay, and the ray is striking the first surface normally, so this becomes 90 degree. See, let's explain from here. This is 45 degree, then this is 90 degree, then this angle has to be 45 degree, so that 45 90 plus 90 180, so this has to be 45 degree. So if you draw a normal like this, then this whole angle has to be 90 degree. This angle has to be 90 degree, so 90 minus 45 would give you this as 45 degree. So 45 degree was the angle made by the incident ray with the normal. Okay, because this normal makes 90 degree with this angle, and this angle is 45, this angle is 45 degree, so obviously this angle has to be 90 minus 45, which is 45 degree. And if this angle is 45 degree, which is the angle of incidence, the ray would be reflected because it is more than the critical angle, and the angle of reflection will become 45 degree. So after this it will strike the surface like this. In the third surface, you can see the third surface, it is striking normally, so angle of incidence is 0, therefore it will pass undeviated. Similarly, the same case will be over here. Okay, it is the same thing, it will pass undeviated like this. Again, it is striking the this surface of the second prism, so it is striking normally, so it will pass undeviated, like this, and strike the surface over here. This is 45 degree, this is 90 degree, and this has to be 45 degree. If this is 45 degree, this is normal, so this is 90 degree, so 90 minus 45 would give you this as 45 degree. I'm telling it again, this is normal to this surface, so this angle has to be 45 degree, 90 degree, I'm sorry. This normal made by this surface is 90 degree, then this is 45 degree, and this is 90 degree, this is 45 degree, so this would become 45 degree, and this is angle of incidence which is 45 degree, so it will suffer total internal reflection, and the angle of reflection will be 45 degree, which will strike this second surface over here, which is striking normally, therefore it will pass undeviated. This will be the case over here also, and the same thing will happen, and this is how the rays would look like. Another example, see example 4. Here the prism is given and the ray diagram is given. We have to complete this ray passing through this prism, and the critical angle is given 60 degree. So first task is to find the critical angle. So the angle is incident like this. This angle is 150 degree, which is shown here. This is 150 degree, and this is normal. So if this is normal, then this angle has to be 90 degree. If this is 90 degree and this is 150, so 150 minus 90 would give you this, how much, as done over here. It is 60 degree. So this was 150 before, and this is normal, so this angle has to be 90, so 150 minus 90 would give you this 60 degree. So angle of incidence here, this is normal, so angle of incidence here is 60 degree, which is equal to the critical angle. If the angle of incidence is equal to the critical angle, then the refracted ray would be like this. Okay, refracted ray would be like this. Why? Because refractive ray has to be at angle 90 degree. No, the refracted ray has to be at angle 90 degree. Therefore, this refracted ray makes an angle 90 degree with the normal, if the angle of incidence is equal to the critical angle.